Don't miss this PvP game changer and never eat the strongest fruit. I will reveal the top 15 mistakes which you 100% do in Blox Fruits. This is a mistake that stopped me from getting good as a beginner. You might know that there are two types of Haki, both of which are very strong. The armored and instinct Haki. But not leveling up Haki in general is a huge mistake I see many people doing. You will lose a tremendous 30% defense buff, the auto dodge, and the ability to hit elemental users or NPCs. So make sure to max out both types of Haki. Don't eat the strongest fruits. You won't be able to beat even noobs. But is this really true? Imagine you're in the second sea and decide to eat the dragon or leopard fruit. They are horrible for grinding and will waste your time 100%. Just because you wouldn't be able to get all the moves in the first or second sea. So without moves, even leopard is bad. So now I will reveal a huge mistake. It's something that slows you down 200%. You should spend at least 1.2 million berries on it. So it's Buddha. And not using this fruit for leveling up is like watching every Naruto filler episode. Now you're wondering, what is bro yapping? So Buddha helps you level up fighting styles, which are crucial for God Human. The moment you awaken it, it's game over. Investing berries in Buddha boosts your progress, especially in leveling up fighting style. Speaking of crucial, you shouldn't use stat points. You definitely are balancing your stat points, right? But did you know that this makes you a dough motherfucker? Unless you please fruit my subscribe button. But instead, you should split them into 3 categories. Depending on your playstyle, I would pick melee, second defense, and either Blox Fruit or sword/gun. You will never become a pro player in Blox Fruit if you miss the next few huge mistakes. And I'm certain you haven't seen this. Did you know that only using fruits or swords is not the best strategy? Your next line is, bros de Lulu. Let me cook, guys. Have you noticed what the pros do? They use a combination of fruits, swords, and fighting style to optimize their builds. For example, Buddha with swords or Dark with black leg. Here are some powerful combos that you should try out. But hell nah, I won't read that shit for you. But wait, there is more. You can also boost your strength by using guns. Don't make the common mistake of ignoring this aspect of the game. You want to pick accessories that match your fighting style and enhance your stats. I'm talking about using the wrong accessories. For example, if you use a sword, you might want to equip a swordsman hat or a musketeer hat to increase your sword damage. Simple, right? If you use a fruit, you might want to equip a Tomoe ring or a Kitsune mask. I admit, I'm not the best at choosing accessories myself, and I've been using the pilot helm for like 69 nice years. Yeah, still, nah, I'd win against y'all. This is something I have seen everyone doing wrong, including me. As I mentioned earlier, you should aim to max out your level first, before you start anything else. This is because progressing slow is a huge mistake. For example, if you're not slow but instead at the max level, you can do what you want. You can collect all the swords, try out different fruits, or even try to become Travis Scott. Once you reach this point, you can get alive again and touch grass, because you don't need to grind hard ever again. The key is to focus on reaching the max level without getting distracted by other things. There are 8 huge mistakes left that if missed will kill your progress, I swear. This next mind-blowing trick is the Blox Fruits Discord server. The Discord server is a place where you guys can chat with Discord moderators disguised as 12-year-old girls. And also you can trade with each other. But did you know it's great for raids, like setting up events like Rip Indra or Doking? Some might ask for your whole fortune in return though. I did many Leviathan hunts thanks to the Discord server. Yeah, I have no life. If you skip this, you will literally die in real life. The huge mistake is playing Blox Fruits. Okay, sorry, but for this mistake, I will share a hack. So making trades without a list is a huge problem. It's like going into a store without knowing the prices. You might end up buying the expensive shit. To be safe, it's important to know the value of the fruits you're trading. Do you know all the values? This ensures you don't get ripped off or end up with a bad deal. There are NPCs outside trading mammoth fruit for the control. That is not smart because a mammoth is worth much more. To steer clear of such mistakes, use a handy trading list like bloxfruitsvalues.com. If you want to become one of the best PvP players, not upgrading your race to V4 is a big no. I went for V4 human and trust me, it was already a lot of grind. So good luck to y'all. If you want to do without much grind and more efficiency, use the Blox Fruits Discord server to get some help. Personally, I recommend going for V4, Cyborg or Human if you are into PvP. In my opinion, they're the best choices for battles. Now, here are in my opinion the most biggest mistakes you can make. Starting with number 5. Looking for the Leviathan without the spy is like thinking Gojo can beat Sukuna. I was an idiot and wasted 5 hours for the Leviathan to appear just so I could bypass the spy's clues. Lesson learned? Don't be like me, this Leviathan business is more of an endgame thing. So keep this in mind if you're planning to take it on. You will miss the double experience and other incredible things if you avoid codes. If you use double experience, it's important to focus only on grinding. Your mind needs to be one with Blox Fruits, so don't go to school and keep grinding. But using all codes at the start is not recommended either. You will be stuck grinding for too long and I don't know if you can handle that mentally. I couldn't for my part. After having 1 hour of double XP, I almost fell asleep. It felt like watching kid gaming videos. Not saving money and trusting players are horrible mistakes. Money isn't a huge problem in the first or second sea, so focus on getting a good fruit for grinding. Also, a little advice, players can be assholes like me. You will often need to double check alliances even with friends to avoid unexpected surprises. And when it comes to trading, trust no one. Stick to the points I mentioned earlier about using a trading list. Top second. If you neglect secret side quests, you are such a NPC man. Check out the wiki for info on every quest. Trust me, I did it. And it's worth it. Yes, it might be a bit pricey and time consuming, especially the God-Human quest, fuck that, but the rewards are worth it. Also, keep an eye out for secret bosses like Rip Indra, the Cake Prince or the Soul Reaper. They drop items like the Spiky Trident, adding high value to your endgame experience. So number 1, not using the secret move. Get ready to have your expectations shattered, as I showcased this secret move that I don't see people using. Before you scream, let me cook. It's called the Sanguine Art, and wait, this fighting style is very OP against most enemies, especially if you combine it with a devil fruit. For example, you can use the dark fruit to create a black hole and then use Devourer of Worlds to deal massive damage. If you master the style, there is no way you will ever lose again in PvP. To get it, you need to collect a Leviathan's heart, 5 million berry and 5,000 fragments to Shafi, the NPC. I mentioned earlier that there are still secret hacks for you to never make Blox Fruits mistakes again. But there is something else I have started doing recently that's had an even bigger impact on my overall Blox Fruit skills. So check out this here, where I will show you what it is and how you can use it to make your skills more stronger than ever.